Some single-player games can give you hours of fun, but some of them can make the hours you spent feel completely wasted. In this video, we are going to look at the 21 best single-player games that everyone must play. Now, let's get into the video. Batman Arkham City is a game that stands out the top among superhero games. In Gotham's massive open world, you fight criminals as Batman and come face to face with Joker and many other iconic enemies. One of the strongest parts of the game is its incredibly fluid combat system. Every hit and every counter-attack feels truly satisfying and pulls you directly into the action. Alongside that, there are stealth sections, and these parts make you feel completely like the real Batman. Even today, many players still consider it one of the best superhero games ever made.
You know, we never talked about it.
Days Gone is an open-world game that stands out with its story set in a post-apocalyptic world. As a biker named Deacon St. John, you try to survive while also confronting your past. The size of the freaker hordes is one of the game's biggest highlights. Hundreds of enemies rushing towards you at the same time create a constant feeling of tension and panic. The open world is quite large and the driving experience feels very strong. You constantly travel to different regions with your bike, and new dangers are waiting for you everywhere. The story progresses in a more emotional way. Themes like loneliness, loss, and survival add a serious atmosphere to the game. Overall, Days Gone is one of those games that become more appreciated over time and delivers a strong single-player experience.
What did you do? Everything.
God of War tells the deep and story-driven journey of Kratos in Norse mythology. Kratos is no longer just a warrior, but also a father. His relationship with Atreus is at the center of the game, and it makes the story much more powerful. The combat system has been completely redesigned. The fights with Kratos X feel both heavy and satisfying. You can truly feel the weight of every hit. The camera also stays in a third-person perspective throughout the entire game, meaning the story continues without cuts. This greatly increases the cinematic feeling. As a result, God of War is a game that perfectly combines action and emotion, making it one of the best examples of its genre.
Add another doorway.
Uncharted 4 A Fuse End is an action-adventure game that tells Nathan Drake's story for the final time and stands out with its cinematic storytelling. This game truly feels like a playable movie. The set-piece scenes, explosions, chases, and action moments are presented in a very fluid and cinematic way. The exploration and puzzle sections also add pacing to the game. It's not just action, it also gives a light sense of adventure and discovery. The story focuses on Nathan Drake's past and his connection with his family. This makes the character feel deeper and more emotional. Overall, Uncharted 4 is one of the strongest examples of cinematic single-player games.
You're a natural sailor, Duncan.
Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag combines the pirate theme with an open world and is considered one of the most beloved games in the series. As Edward Kenway, you live the life of a pirate in the Caribbean, while also becoming part of the assassin world. The most notable feature of the game is the naval combat. You control your own ship, engage in battles at sea, and explore different islands. The open world is not limited to land, since the seas are fully explorable as well, giving the game a very strong sense of the freedom. The story focuses on Edward's personal transformation and his connection with the assassins. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag is still one of the strongest pirate-themed gaming experiences.
Nancy boy!
Elden Ring offers a completely exploration-based open-world experience that never directly guides the player. From the moment you begin, the game never tells you where to go or what to do. Everything depends on your own discovery. The enemy designs and boss fights are extremely challenging. Every encounter requires attention and patience, and one wrong move can punish you immediately. The map design is full of constant surprises. You can leave a cave and suddenly find yourself in a completely completely different region or come across an enemy you never expected. This structure, which carries from software signature style, both challenges the player and creates huge satisfaction when you succeed. Elden Ring stands in a special place among modern RPGs thanks to its freedom of exploration and balance of difficulty.
And who the fuck are you?
S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 Heart of Chornobly throws the player into the dangerous and mysterious atmosphere of the Chornobly zone. This world is filled not only with enemies, but also constantly changing anomalies and supernatural events. Exploration is built entirely around risk. Once you enter a region, you never know what you are going to encounter, and that uncertainty creates constant tension. Gunplay feels extremely harsh and realistic. Since ammunition is valuable, you need to approach every fight carefully, because attacking recklessly usually makes survival much harder. The game doesn't only focus on action, it also delivers a strong survival feeling. Resource management and careful progression are very important. S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 delivers an experience that constantly keeps the player on edge with its atmosphere and tense structure.
You remember me?
The Last of Us Part 2 is a game that stands out with its storytelling while also being considered one of the best single-player games ever made. The game tells a very heavy and emotional story through Ellie's journey of revenge. As the story progresses, the perspectives of the characters constantly shift. This makes the narrative more complex and impactful. The combat system feels extremely realistic and tense. The lack of resources forces you to approach every encounter more carefully. The atmosphere constantly moves forward in a dark and stressful way, making the player feel psychologically involved in the story. The Last of Us Part 2 earns its place among the best single-player games thanks to its storytelling and combat system.
Jason, what is it?
Far Cry 3 offers a survival story set on a tropical island where control slowly slips away completely. This journey that begins with Jason Brody quickly turns into chaos and constant struggle. One of the most unforgettable characters is Vaz. His science and especially his dialogues are among the biggest reasons why the game becomes so memorable. The open world structure gives you a huge amount of freedom. You can go wherever you want, complete missions, and take down enemy camps in different ways. The action system is fast and fluid. Gunplay feels satisfying, and whether you choose stealth or direct combat is entirely up to you. This flexible gameplay keeps the game constantly exciting. As a result, Far Cry 3 remains one of the most unforgettable games in the series thanks to its atmosphere, characters, and gameplay variety.
Hey, Jason. The city's being torn apart.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is a fast-paced action game that allows you to explore the entirety of New York with two different Spider-Man. You switch between Peter Parker and Miles Morales, fighting with different abilities. The traversal feels incredibly strong. Simply swinging through the city with webs is fun and fluid on its own. The combat system is also faster and more expanded compared to the previous games. New abilities and combos make battles feel more dynamic. Venom and inner conflicts take the center stage in the story. The relationships and changes between the characters strengthen the emotional side of the game. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 stands at the top of modern superhero games with both its action and fluidity.
We call it a symbiote.
This job that I've been planning.
The fuck are you talking about?
Grand Theft Auto 5 is still one of the most played and talked about open world city games. In Los Santos, you switch between 3 different characters and become part of a story filled with crime, money, and chaos. The city design is incredibly detailed. From the traffic to NPC behaviors, the world feels alive and constantly gives you a sense of discovery. On the gameplay side, the missions are very diverse. Heists, chases, and different character perspectives keep the game dynamic at all times. Not just the story, but also the free roam aspect is extremely strong. You can create chaos however you want or simply drive around the city. GTA 5 is one of the games that has never lost its popularity and has heavily influenced the open world genre.
You're fucking dead. You're fucking dead!
Black Myth: Wukong delivers a visually stunning action RPG experience inspired by Chinese mythology. You control a character based on the Monkey King legend while progressing through a world filled with mythological creatures. The combat system is fast and combo based. Different abilities and transformation mechanics make every battle feel more dynamic and varied. Boss fights are one of the strongest parts of the game. Each boss has unique mechanics and seriously test your reflexes. The level design and atmosphere are highly detailed. Every new area feels visually different and more impressive than the last. Black Myth: Wukong has earned a strong place among modern action RPGs thanks to its visuals and especially its boss battles.
As long as we get paid or you get shot, I'm happy.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of the peak examples of story-driven open-world games, portraying life in the Wild West with incredible detail. As Arthur Morgan, you try to survive within a gang lifestyle while also protecting your own moral boundaries. The world feels unbelievably alive. Even small NPC interactions feel natural, making the game feel less like an open world and more like a living universe. As the story progresses, the relationships between the characters and the gradual collapse of the gang create a very powerful dramatic structure. The combat system feels heavy but satisfying. The weight of the weapons and the realism of the shootouts add a unique intensity to the game. Red Dead Redemption 2 is considered one of the greatest modern games thanks to its level of detail and storytelling.
You wanna come with me? I'll show you how we hunt.
All we have to do is deliver a letter.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 offers an RPG experience focused on portraying the Middle Ages as realistically as possible. Instead of magic or fantasy elements, you try to survive in a completely historical world. The game keeps its combat system highly realistic. Sword fights are not simple and require proper timing and technique. The world design is detailed and slow-paced. Every decision and interaction can directly affect the gameplay. The quests are also built heavily around choices and consequences. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a medieval RPG aimed at patient players thanks to its high level of realism.
There will be consequences.
Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise.
The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is one of the most important RPGs ever made thanks to its massive open world and deep story. As Geralt, the journey to find a missing girl slowly turns into something much larger. The world design is incredibly rich. Villages, monsters, and even side quests feel like the stories of their own. The choice system is one of the strongest aspects of the game. Your decisions can seriously affect both the story and the world itself. The combat system combines magic, potions, and sword fighting to create a lot of variety. Every encounter offers a different approach. The Witcher 3 remains at the top 4 years thanks to its storytelling and open world design.
You know who I am.
Dying Light offers a unique experience by adding parkour mechanics to the zombie genre. In a ruined city, you try to survive while fighting both zombies and hostile human groups. The day and night cycle completely changes the pace of the game. Daytime feels safer while nighttime becomes much more dangerous and tense. The parkour system is extremely fluid. Running across rooftops, climbing buildings, and moving through the city adds great speed to the gameplay. The combat system is brutal and close-range focused. Weapons wear out over time, forcing you to constantly search for new solutions. Dying Light stands out among zombie survival games thanks to its pacing and nighttime atmosphere.
This mission is mine alone.
Horizon Forbidden West is an action RPG set in an impressive open world filled with robotic creatures. As Aloy, you explore unknown regions and try to stop a new threat that endangers the world. The world of the game is visually stunning. Deserts, forests, and ruined cities constantly provide different atmospheres. The combat system is built around strategy. Every mission has different weak points, and targeting those weak spots is extremely important. The sense of exploration is also very strong. New areas, hidden locations, and different missions keep the game constantly interesting. Horizon Forbidden West stands out among open world games with its visuals and world design.
Greater than myself.
My name is Connor. I'm the android sent by Cyberlight.
Detroit Become Human is a cinematic adventure game where choices completely change the story. Set in the near future, the game lets you experience the story of androids gaining consciousness through multiple different characters. The most impressive part of the game is how your decisions truly create major consequences. Even a small choice can completely change a character's fate later on. The action sections rely on quick reflexes, but the real strength of the game is its atmosphere and characters. In every chapter you start questioning who is actually right. Different endings and alternative signs allows the same story to progress differently for every player. Detroit Become Human is considered one of the best examples of interactive storytelling in gaming.
This is our story.
Death Stranding 2 on the Beach is sequel that stands out with its mysterious atmosphere and unusual gameplay. As some porter bridges, you try to reconnect a fragmented world. All through the core gameplay revolves around travel and deliveries. The main feeling it gives is loneliness and exploration. During long journeys, the atmosphere constantly puts pressure on the player. Environmental conditions and the weight you carry directly affect the gameplay. Even maintaining your balance can sometimes become a struggle on its own. On the story side, Kojima's signature complex storytelling continues. Strange characters, symbols, and mysterious events make the game feel even more unique. Death Stranding 2 is a much more atmosphere-focused experience compared to traditional action games.
Every year, an expedition departs for the continent.
Clair Obscur Expedition 33 combines turn-based RPG mechanics with modern visuals and cinematic storytelling. In the world of the game, people of the Certain Age mysteriously disappear every year, and the Expedition 33 team tries to uncover the truth behind it. The atmosphere is dark and mysterious throughout the experience. The level design and art style gives the game a very unique identity. The combat system does not keep the traditional turn-based structure completely static. Timing-based mechanics make the battles feel more active. The relationships between the characters and the progression of the story strengthen the emotional side of the game. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 has become one of the most anticipated RPGs of recent times, especially because of its atmosphere and unique art design.
Right. Extraordinary.
Hogwarts Legacy offers the chance to experience the Harry Potter universe in an open-world RPG format. This time, the story moves away from the movie characters and you create your own student while studying at Hogwarts. The castle design and environmental details are extremely impressive. Simply walking through the corridors of Hogwarts creates a nostalgic feeling on its own. The spell system is at the center of the gameplay. Different spell combinations make combat feel more dynamic and varied. On the exploration side, hidden rooms, quests, and magical creatures keep the game constantly engaging. Hogwarts Legacy delivers a highly successful experience for players who want to freely explore the Harry Potter universe.
That should only be wielded by a select few.
That's it for today's video. So what do you think? Which other games should have been included in this video? Write your thoughts in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. See you in the next video.